We're on our way to Anafora, a Coptic retreat center in the desert where we will be staying for the night. We are here at the Coptic church. We're going to be staying here for the night. It looks pretty interesting. It was founded by Monsignor Thomas, Bishop of Al-Qusay in Upper Egypt at the end of 1998. My first impression when we saw our rooms that we might just be on Tatooine or someplace in the Star Wars universe. But it charmed the whole bunch of us immediately. An oasis in the middle of the desert. Welcome to Anafora. So as I was saying, we are staying here at the only word that I can describe it as a compound in the middle of nowhere between Cairo and Alexandria. We're staying here for the night and we're going to be looking at the buildings that was built around here. But I must be honest with you, the accommodation. I can't say it. But I gotta say, the accommodation. I have to say, the place where we're staying is pretty cool. Okay, well. But I have to say, where we are staying, our rooms, this is pretty cool. We did not have much time to explore this overnight stop, so we jumped in and started walking around. Anafora is a monastery that functions as a retreat center. The vision at Anafora is a hand to lift up every person, the whole person. They are a spiritual community based on respect, acceptance and responsibility. Together, guests and community members create Anafora's unique atmosphere of peace and tranquility. And that brings us to our first stop, the prayer sanctuary. Just like the Tabernacle of the Israeli people, the Coptic way of worship has many different meanings hidden in the decorative layout of all the buildings. We were taken around by one of the community members, and she carefully explained the meaning of many of them and what they meant in the devotion and worship to Father God. And because they believe in kneeling while praying, they have these awesome kneeling bum chairs that helps with the weight on your knees. Being here and being able to connect with the local people really brought a new dimension to this trip. To just walk around and absorb the surroundings conveyed a new perspective to what they are doing here and their purpose, the passion behind the buildings and the way in which they do things, from the rug weaving and the candle making to the meditation and conversations. I decided to take my shoes off because wearing boots, every time that we go into one of the holy places, you need to take your shoes off. And I must say, I am enjoying walking around barefoot. It is such an amazing place, such an amazing atmosphere here, peaceful. Our next stop was most probably my favorite, the Resurrection Church. The interior walls of this building are all hand-painted with stories from the Christian Bible. Each part telling the story in a very distinctive and detailed way, covering almost every part of the inside of this amazing church. And as we moved around this space, everywhere you looked, there was something different. A different story, a different moment in time captured by the brush of the artist. And woven into this fine art is a distinct Coptic faith art dating back to the time of the apostles, handed down generations of Coptic believers to this modern day. At Anafora, they love to rebuild structures out of the Bible in miniature size as well as humongous size. Our first encounter was this replica of the old city of Jerusalem. This is actually a replica of the Tabernacle. They believe that if you can experience it in real life, it will give you a better understanding of the full meaning of the biblical story. For me, I would have loved to be here as a young boy again and play make-believe around these amazing structures. In all of the artistic structures and sculptures lies a meaning of deeper spiritual understanding. And naturally, they have a full upsized replica of Noah's Ark. I can definitely see this is my room. So yeah, this is a pretty amazing spot. In the middle between Cairo and Alexandria is just this little piece of heaven, I would say. To see that sunset. We ended our day on the rooftop overlooking the surrounding farmlands and structures. With the sun setting, we spent a quiet moment absorbing the Egyptian twilight before we called it a night. This truly was a day to remember, with pyramids and the tranquility of the Nile Delta farmlands.